and Namaste. I'm Varya Khosla and I'll be talking to you all about something which hasn't been really brought up in the eyes of the nation yet. You guessed it right, it's educational disparities. It has been ignored for a long time, but I think it is now when we actually have to speak about it. Whenever this term comes up to you, what do you seem to think about it? Okay, you seem to think about the differences between the rich and poor, in education, poverty, etc., right? But it is way more than what we as the youth tend to think. Quoting the very famous words of Nelson Mandela, education is the most powerful weapon which can be used to change the world. But may I ask you all, how many people in India or rather children are actually getting a chance to make education their weapon and bring a massive change in the world? Those who are educated take the maximum benefit from the system and take maximum concessions from those in authority. Due to being better educated, they have better economic status and can spare time for the activities and institutions which can bring changes in society. Education inequalities has made some powerful enough to amass wealth and with that dictate and change the economic policies and the status right now. In the rural areas, educated children leave their parents and migrate to cities. May I ask you why? Because they have believe and will keep on believing that education facilities will never be improved in their own villages. According to a survey report called the Annual Status of Education Report, the ASER, more than 50% of students, 5th standard students attending rural schools are not capable of reading a basic English textbook and are not capable of solving basic mathematical questions. Does anybody here have a signified explanation to this? No. Why? Because we all know that we have been getting better opportunities than they get. Where we carry 10 pens in our pencil boxes, they don't even get a single pen to write. Where we have notebooks and books piling on and on, they don't have a single paper to write on. So their dreams will either remain untrue or they think they will get shattered because they are very well aware of the bridge of education that has been created. I do not blame this to the government or any authority. Standing here, I just claim that it has been us who have been responsible for this kind of so-called gap between us and them. Have we ever tried to accept the people from the rural areas? Have we ever tried to abolish this so-called gap? The only news that amazes us for a couple of minutes is something like a rickshawala's daughter made it to an IIT or a vegetable vendor's son got into a top business school. But times are surely changing in this country. The government is trying its level best to give equal opportunities to everybody. Several schemes have been launched like the Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao and a lot more to tell. And trust me, there has been massive success. Now I ask you why? Because the changing belief in people that anybody can do anything. Disparities not only mean the difference between rich and poor, but it also mean the differences between genders, economical status, social backgrounds, place of birth, genders, etc. But this also has been abolished to an extent in India. All in all, to sum it up, India is doing great work. So as I rest my speech, I am going to share a small piece with you all that I just composed today. I hope to express my abstract feelings for this disparity. This so-called education bridge. This so-called education bridge has spoiled our life. In the depth of this problem, nobody wants to dive. People often say that education is the key to life. But what to do when there is no equality in life? This so-called education bridge has made it so difficult. It has led to people's anger, humiliation and insult. Yes, surely education is open to all. But what to do about this caste and class wall? This so-called education bridge has made the poor lose faith that education for their children is not at all in their fate. But as they say, to improve is to change. Our country has started to improve because forever we just cannot stay on this page. Educational disparities have made us think small and this has further made an open mindset's downfall. Our government has been and is surely taking steps to improve these gaps before it gets too late. Lastly, to end, change is the end of all true learning. So let's breathe that change, bring that change, and have that change. Thanks a lot for your time.